get, the old buyers back on track for KDC. The second one is, of course, Neutralite Triple Protect. Now, here again, which is very interesting, as we know that this particular formula has been designed keeping in mind, the RDA guidelines that we have, but we've tried our best to see how we can enrich this formula with certain natural ingredients, as we know, which will enhance the immunity benefits that come to us. Now, what is interesting to note is in month one, we've actually seen 42,000 packs sold and 27,000 buyers, which is nearly, two times actually the average of the old monthly sale as well as the buyers. Now, this is definitely an encouraging news. But again, a very interesting fact here that needs to be kept in mind, and that's where we want to put in more efforts, is basically 81% of the regular, base. That means when we say regular, actually what we are referring to is buyers who actually bought, three or more units in a particular year, which is 2024. So we are referring to those as regular buyers. At least they would have bought the product 3 times in the year. And that's the definition that we've used for both KDC as well as Triple Protect. And what we see is that 81% of the regular buyers are actually not the ones who have purchased it, which in a way is an opportunity for us to understand and reflect that, how we can get our old buyers to actually buy this product once again. So that's something which we will request your support, and also please do come back to me with your thoughts, your data points, what else we can do to kind of support this whole transition from the old versions of these products to the new versions. So that's basically our two key areas of Neutralite launches which I wanted to highlight and share with you. I would now request Ginny to move on to the next slide. We are all very, very excited and we are waiting. Just in less than, I would say 10 to 12 days, we are going to see you. Today is 1st of May. On 12th of May, we are starting the first launch of, the Artistry Achievers Club. What we want to share with you is that this is not just, a rewards and recognition platform. Of course, it is that, but it is much beyond that. And this is going to be a lot of education, a lot of empowerment and upskilling. And we are really looking forward to it. We've actually changed the format as well. It's going to be a 1.5-day event, as you know, and we've received a confirmation from most of you. So the first interesting fact is from at a total level, we will be having the qualifiers and also we will be having, diamonds who are attending it. So we have a 91% confirmation for the event. When we break it up by qualifiers and diamonds, what we see is that qualifiers is about 95% and diamonds is about 74%. So we definitely need, everyone who's invited to be a part of this event. And we would request you to, once again, go back to your respective teams and ensure, because for sure it's going to be something that people miss and we don't want that. So we are looking forward and very excited to welcome all of you. And we'll wait to, understand more in terms of how you want us to take this forward. If there's any other support, please do reach out to us. I'll now just give you a quick glimpse of what the Artistry Achievers Club is going to be all about, without, of course, sharing all the minute details, which you'll have to wait for the launch. Yagini, if we can, play with sound, the next slide, please. So as we know that we are having the event in 4 different cities and there are different dates, we start off with Delhi, of course, which is the North Zone. So that is 12th and 13th. Then, of course, we move on to 14th and 15th, which is Kolkata. Then we have 16th and 17th, which is Bangalore, which is for South. And then the last 2 dates, actually, which is 18th and 19th, is the West Zone in Mumbai. So that's, the plan for AAC. And once again, we'll request you to ensure that nobody misses this, all the qualifiers and all of you diamonds who are invited, please ensure that you try and make it for the event. We'll be very, very happy to meet you there in person. I'll now move on to the last update from my side, which is basically on the TNAs. And of course, we know that it is a very big pain point for everybody. I mean, all of us together here. Before I really walk you through, I think the specific details, and Giri, we can go to the next slide. What we want to tell you is KDC, which is Kids Drink Chocolate, and vitamin C is something which we have, already finished launching in March and April. The Kids Chewable Multivitamin will be coming by quarter 3 of 2025. Vitamin D also will be quarter 3 of 25. Biotin would be quarter 4, and excess energy drink would also be quarter 4. So, firstly, we wanted to give you the visibility that when these products will be coming back. The second thing, which we also want to share with you, is the fact that while this year has been, it has started with a lot of TNAs, and we've kind of experienced that. We are experiencing it even now, and it's hurting the business significantly as we're trying to rebuild all, the trust and redo a lot of things at our end. Obviously, these TNAs hurt all of us, and therefore, under Adnisha's guidance, what we are doing is that we have actually created an internal committee which will be looking at specifically what are the challenges that have hit us today and can hit us in the future. Of course, there are a lot of unforeseen circumstances. So, by no way this is a guarantee that things will not happen, because as business demands, there are very challenging situations and circumstances that come to us. But we are making efforts to put a system in place so that whether it's from a regulatory perspective, whether it's from a quality perspective, whether it's from a manufacturing perspective or an R&D perspective, or overall maybe external environmental factors, whatever be the reason, we are putting a system in place so that we can start getting, the intel, as they call it, from an external and internal standpoint. And therefore, we start becoming more proactive towards it. But of course, this is something which will take time. But we have genuinely started all our efforts, and we are putting our mind to ensure and see how this can be minimized and what steps need to be taken. So I just wanted to give you that reassurance that we are very conscientious about it, and we will be working towards it. So yeah, these were the 3 updates from my side. Of course, I once again reinforce that we need to work towards Neutralite Triple Protect and Kids Drink Chocolate, and we need your full support, to bring it to all your team members. And we are soon going to meet you for the Artistry Achievers Club. And we're very, very excited for this event. And then, of course, the third point to summarize is the TNAs, and we are working towards that. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Amrita. I think really good, great updates as we build, our business on the field, all the leaders, and this should really help us understand the TNAs. And of course, we're looking forward to the AAC that's coming up. Thanks so much for the update. Well, let's move ahead. We are now moving on to the next segment, the sales strategy update. अब ये वो section है which is crucial as it provides us with an up-to-date information on our market strategies and how we plan to navigate the current landscape to achieve our goals. Let's delve into the details and explore the exciting opportunity that lies ahead. And to do the presentation, help me invite on stage or on the platform Chief Sales Officer Vijay Gulani.
थैंक यू अरिजीत। आप सभी को नमस्कार। बहुत धन्यवाद आपका आज के सेशन के लिए समय निकाल के आने के लिए। एंड थैंक्स टू रजनीश फॉर टेकिंग द टाइम आउट एंड कनेक्टिंग विद ऑल प्लैटिनम्स एंड अबव in the business today. And thanks Amrita for a very important update about the upcoming events and more importantly about the current situation of TNAs and how we are handling that. What I will touch upon is a very, very important phase we are getting into starting this month, the May to the August. And as Rajneesh said that this is a very important time in the business. And there are a lot of initiatives that we are working on that we will unfold with all of you in our face-to-face meetings in the month of August, first week. But what we all know that to maximize the benefits of all the initiatives that will come our way, foundation is very, very important. And therefore, this time between now and the August is that time where we continue to strengthen our foundation and get set, with our teams for all the new things that will come our way to be able to jumpstart our business, from September. So the first piece I would like to call out is a very, very important element in our business that gives us the ability to keep our teams with us together. We need our teams with us to be able to go out and serve our customers. We need our teams with us to be able to go out and acquire more number of families who becomes our consumer families, and of course our distributors in the business. And there is one single theme that binds all of this together is our annual sales criteria. So that's just around the corner. as we all know, when we simplified our rules, at the face-to-face meeting last year, we'd also simplified our annual sales criteria. And we really made sure that from a multi-layered program, we make it very simple, for our leaders to understand. And therefore to be able to really help our leaders to retain their teams with them. Last year in August 2024, we did not in a way apply the annual sales criteria, so that your teams are with you to be able to maximize all the benefits that you can get from all the new initiatives we announced. Next slide, please, Ginny. And to briefly touch upon what the annual sales criteria is, it essentially says that in a 12 months period, which is September to August, I must be able to go out and build more loyal customers with me. And that gets defined by having customers who are at least buying products from you of at least 10,000 rupees in a year. And that's a threshold that we look at. Leaders who meet that criteria, they of course have all the privileges which I'll just touch upon in the business, as they remain distributors in the business. And those who don't, unfortunately, don't meet the criteria, from a multi-layered criteria that we had simplified it in terms of saying that if I meet the criteria, I remain distributor for 12 more months and have all the privileges that I get as an ABO. If I don't, then I get converted to a PC. That's the current criteria that we follow, which is for the period September 2024 to August of 2025. Next slide, please. And for new people who join the business, during the performance year, for their first year of joining, because they join at different point in time in the year, they follow a very pro rata, approach to that, and that depends on the month of joining. They came in the business, and from next year onwards, they start to follow the same cycle of September to August, which you saw on the previous slide, and be able to at least achieve, their customers with 10,000 rupees of sales in a year. Next, please. What are some of the key benefits, when we drive this criteria in our business? Of course, the first one is that you are able to enjoy all the benefits, privileges that you have, in the business, to be able to participate in the plan, to be able to go out and acquire customers, to be able to go out and build your sales organization, and of course, build profitability and drive all the goals that you want to accomplish. So there are huge, privileges that comes along when I meet the sales criteria, which is in a 12-month period. Next, please. So there are some very, very powerful tools that we have created, so that you are able to track it, and different distributors can track it differently. I can check my status real time as to where am I over the last 12 months, and how much is the balance that I need to cover. Leaders can check it for their teams. A 15% can check, a 12% can check. So they can look at it, who are the distributors in their personal platinum group, who have and who have not met the criteria. How much is the gap? So it's a real-time tracking which is available for you individually, and also the ability to be able to track it, for your teams. So it's a very powerful tool that really helps you, enables you, equips you to drive focus and energy on this important element in our business. And therefore, this period between now and the August is very, very critical, because the 12-month period for this performance year, for the annual sales criteria, will end in the month of August. So we have 4 more months at our hand to be able to ensure that this decent threshold of sales, by our to your customers, is accomplished, because that gives you the opportunity to keep your team together, and then we can leverage all the incentives, benefits, new initiatives that will come our way for the next performance year. Next, please. Next, please. And therefore, this window that I was reiterating with you, in terms of, this is a foundational block that we have between now and the month of August. Next, please, Nick. So what all do you have, in your hand, between these 4 periods? We first of all have the annual sales criteria that gives you the power to keep your teams together by meeting that threshold. Second, to be able to participate in the Amway incentives, Amway offerings, be it the core plan, be it the core plus, or be it our educational incentive trips, or the forums, that we offer to our distributors, leaders at different levels, in the business. And all this put together really ensures that you build a very strong foundation in your business between now and August to be able to maximize and jumpstart your business. Once we start our new performance year, starting September this year, and therefore it connects very strongly with not just where we are, but where we wanted to be in the new performance year starting September. Next, please. Next, please. What are some of those important forums that are coming our way in next couple of months? The first one, of course, is the educational forum for our new platinums. Rajnish spoke about that. We will host this at Madurai. The next one is coming up in the month of June. Rajnish spoke about hosting our diamonds, at our manufacturing plant at Madurai. We did that in the month of February. That was our wave one. The wave two will come in the month of June. So immediately after the Platinum Forum, we will have our, diamonds, who will visit the manufacturing plant and experience that world-class, manufacturing facility that we have created, where that magic takes place, that through you reaches to your consumers. It will take place in the month of June. We will be hosting the Diamond Invitational in the month of July. This is for the year 23-24, which takes place in 25 in the month of July this year. We will host the next batch of new Platinum Forum. Thanks to all the commitment and the leadership that you're providing, we are seeing, humongous growth, significant growth in our new Platinum base, and therefore we have to do multiple batches to be able to take all our new Platinums, through this very experiential program that is going to take place, at Madurai. So the next batch will take place in the month of October, for our new Platinums out there. Then coming up is our NCAs, which is our Go Diamond and the Leadership Seminar. Go Diamond will take place, at Phuket, Thailand, through the 3rd to the 5th of December. Special Events team has already reached out to all the trackers with all the details so that you block your date and we start moving, forward with our planning process out there. Go Diamond will be followed by the Leadership Seminar. And this will take place in Bangkok through the 5th to the 9th of December. Again, both the events will kind of take place back to back in Thailand, the Go Diamond at Phuket and the Leadership Seminar at Bangkok. And Rajnish said that it's after a gap of 3 years that we are normalizing our NCAs at the international destination. So we are really excited, for our leaders and looking forward to hosting, our founder platinums and above who are going to complete their qualification and get there, after a gap of 3 years at the international destination. Next, please. And I would conclude this, by saying what Rajnish started and concluded, his conversation with. He spoke about, the significant milestone of A70. I want to add to that another significant milestone, which is the Amway India 30th anniversary. And that is also going to be 27-28. So we have a 3-year runway between now and that significant milestone that we will all experience together, which is 27-28. That's going to be the qualification year for the A70, and that will also be the period for the Amway India's 30th anniversary. And this is a huge milestone, that we have, in our business coming up. And finally, all of that will culminate and help you achieve your goal of being a crown in your business. And therefore, we would encourage all of you to set some long-term goals, to set some big goals in your business. And I want to reiterate our commitment to what Rajnish said, that we have only one goal, and our goal is to help you achieve your goal in the Amway business, and we stay committed to make that happen in our Amway business. Once again, want to extend the best compliments to all of you and reiterate that May to August is critical. Let's make the best use of these 4 months and strengthen our foundation to be able to maximize all the new initiatives that will come our way to be announced in August face-to-face, and will jumpstart, our new performance year starting September. All the very best, and back to the host.
Thank you so much, Vijay sir. I think that was some lovely, goal that you set for us, especially from May to August. And if we set the foundation right, I think we'll have a very big 30th anniversary in India that we will celebrate. And I think all the leaders are set for that. थैंक यू सो मच। चलिए यहाँ से आगे बढ़ते हैं और जैसे हम अभी बात कर रहे थे सेल्स स्ट्रैटेजीज के बारे में, एक की चीज जो होती है वो होती है आपकी एनेबलमेंट। और अगर मैं खास करके बात करूं फिजिकल मीटिंग्स, बहुत सारे लोग पूछ रहे हैं कहाँ पे कौन सी मीटिंग होगी, इनके बारे में, गुरुकुल के बारे में। और ये सारे अपडेट्स लेके आ रहे हैं हमारे साथ हेड ऑफ एबीओ एनेबलमेंट। प्लीज हेल्प मी वेलकम अजय खन्ना। So we
Sorry, we
can't hear
can't hear Ajay.
Uh, uh, can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah. Thank you, Arijit. Thank you, Vijay, Amrita, Rajneesh. Good evening. Namaskar to each one of you. Very, very excited to be here on the first ever, quarterly platinum meeting. What a wonderful initiative. Again, on the request of leaders, Amway is truly listening. Rajneesh oblige, and of course, the entire team is kind of here to kind of address you. Uh, uh, we heard you. In fact, before this call, there was a lot of questions which came in, and I think through our meetings, as you could see, the topics we have picked up, we have tried to address your concerns, your questions, your queries about the future, and there's a lot more excitement which is kind of in store for you as we embark on this journey together. This journey is all about, as you would like to say, is co-creation, and you will hear this word enough and more. While we do less better, we'll make sure that whatever we do, we are creating it along with you. And one such initiative has been, under the banner of Gurukul, the physical meetings. If you could have the slide. These physical meetings were initiated in January. And of course, these meetings are the icon of hope, excitement, and energy. Here you can see a glimpse of some of these meetings which has happened across the country. Obviously, it is you who's driving these meetings, these opportunity meetings. Very proud to share that we have kind of now expanded this to 20 cities. We have done almost 55 meetings in the last 3 months. We have touched 13,000 plus ABOs, and we have got almost 680 plus prospects who have kind of converted through this. We have also been tracking for people who have been attending these meetings, and what we've seen, people who have attended these meetings, their personal business volume has grown by 10%, which has not been the case for others. And their group, their business volume has grown by 8%, which again is much higher than what others are experiencing. And the great news is that the registrations are also up by 3%, which again is not the case for people who are not participating in this meeting. So I don't know whether you have already started attending these meetings, if you are driving these meetings, if you are participating in this meeting. If you're not, now is your opportunity to join this bandwagon, because we can tell you, we can very clearly see initial signs of success, the green shoot for success. With COVID, we had lost that touch. We had lost that touch with our downlines. We had lost our touch with our customers. And here you have a platform where you can get all those people together, not on 1 month, but on month basis. That's the power of physical meeting. We know our business is phygital. As much digital can work, the physical touch is important. And here's a platform which Gurukul has brought to you. It's something which ABUs are leading, we are supporting, but let's make sure that we leverage each of these meetings and get more and more people there, galvanize them, build the runway for a very successful takeoff in September. Moving to the next slide, Rajneesh alluded to this. We have had tremendous success with some of the other meetings. We had the Anita and Clement Fu Leadership Meet, which was across 4 cities with 650 plus leaders attended. We had the Star Awards with 4 cities with 13,000 people attending. And then we have, of course, the Doug DeVos Leadership Summit, which was live streamed, and we had 47,000 plus views there. So all this under the banner of Gurukul is getting to you to make sure that you have the education, the engagement, the tools, the enablers for you to drive the business forward. One of the requests which we again got was that, of course, people who are not able to attend these meetings, what will happen to that? And we'll come to that in a minute. Before that, let us see what is in store for the rest of the year, whether it's the opportunity meetings or some of the Star Award meetings. So if we could move to the next slide. The opportunity meetings, of course, from current 20 cities, we are looking at kind of moving to 100 plus cities. And we are seeing a lot of traction for these meetings in tier 2 and tier 3 cities. And we are seeing and we are very actively working towards kind of gradually scaling up June onwards to get to 100 plus location and with a frequency of at least once a month. And in locations, some of the locations we might also go twice a month. So that's a commitment. It's going to be, of course, be led by you leaders. So make sure that you are raising your hand and you are making sure that you are kind of taking this in your city and driving this in your city, because we could see the results which these meetings are bringing. And not only at outside locations, we are seeing at kind of leveraging our stores, wherever our stores are. And June onwards, we will be offering you. So you leaders can kind of do your opportunity meeting at the stores, because it's not only about kind of doing it on Zoom. It's about getting them to a store, being able to touch and feel and being able to do this. So make the most of that. The regional teams will be reaching out to you. Make sure you are leveraging the stores to drive your own opportunity meetings at these stores. And then we have, on a popular demand, the business building seminars, which is going to be back. And of course, we have had tremendous participation. April, we grew, and that's great news. We are growing. April, we had a significant growth, and a lot of that was driven by your participation and your wanting to kind of driving the 10,000 plus criteria to get a pass to be at the business building seminar. This is going to be across 35 cities. It will be staged in May and June. So make sure that to hear your favorite leaders and to learn from them and to kind of engage with other leaders who are so actively participating in the business, you are there at the business building seminars with you, your teams, your prospects, so that you can kind of build this business even further. And then we're looking at another round of business building seminars happening again in Q4. So there's a lot of excitement we're kind of building up to make sure that your success, with keeping your success at the center, just like what Rajneesh alluded to. And then the next series of Star Awards or Success Seminars, we are looking at having that at Q4 2025. So you can see from the House of Gurukul, we'll make it sure that you have enough contact points with your with your communities, with your ABO communities, with your customer communities. You are kind of leveraging them, galvanizing them. We are educating them. We are engaging them as we are building the hope, excitement, and energy for growth, which is only a short while away. Moving to the next slide. There is, of course, again, your request. We are listening. You wanted to make sure that people who were not able to attend the leadership meeting, they're able to kind of take away the learnings, the inspiration, the insights, the strategies, which was shared by Anita and Clement Fu. And very proud to share that on 2nd of May at between 9 p.m. and 10 p.m., we are going to telecast this for you. And also, we are not only going to do this in this language, we are going to do it in multiple languages 10th May onwards in a staggered manner, so that you can connect with this as per your language. So whether it's Hindi or whether it's Tamil or whether it's Telugu, whatever is your language, we are going to kind of do this telecast in multiple languages. And not only that, we are going to make sure that you make use of the Amway Plus app. I don't know how many of you are using. If you're not using, make sure you're using and your downlines are using, because there are many useful assets, including this one, which is the Anita and Clement leadership meeting, which will be kind of stored here post, of course, the telecast, which you're going to make starting 2nd May in English and then followed in various languages subsequently. Moving to the next slide. We also have, on popular demand, you wanted, many people could not make it for the Star Awards. And what you wanted was, can we kind of telecast the Star Awards? It's just like, Filmfare Awards happen, but it's re-telecasted on the TV later. So can we have that? And yes, we are going to do that. We are going to do the Tamil and English telecast on 3rd May between 3 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. And we are going to do the Hindi and English telecast on 4th May between 3 to 5:30 p.m. And post that, it will be available on your Amway Plus app. So make sure that you're kind of leveraging this. You're getting your teams, you're getting your to kind of watch this together. You could do it at the office, you could do it at your home, you could do it at a park. You could decide that where you want to do it, but make sure that you get more and more people to kind of attend the Star Awards, where we hear from not only Nita and Clement Few, but also celebrate the new achievers and how they achieve the success in the business. And that's not all. We also had Doug, who had kind of come in, and people were saying, how can we have Doug's address? And what we're going to do is on 9th of May, we are going to telecast Doug in Hindi, with a translation in Hindi between 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. And that's not only going to be the only language, again, in multiple languages. Subsequently, we are going to broadcast Doug's message so that you get it. And not only we're going to broadcast this, just like what we are going to do for Anita and Clement Fu, Amway Plus is going to be your go-to place where we're going to store all these assets, these tools, so you can kind of draw these assets at your convenience and can kind of play it for your groups whenever you want to at your convenience. Super excited for the growth ahead, super excited for the platform, for the engagement, for the tools which are going to come your way. And I really sincerely hope that we really add value, and we are there, we are listening, and we will listen to you, and we'll make sure that we offer everything from the Gurukul platform which you require to take your business to much greater heights. All the best. Have a great evening ahead, and back to the host.
Thank you so much, Ajay sir, and thank you for putting that power in. Well, that brings us to the end of this session here today. I'd like to thank once again to Rajneesh for the powerful message and the clear vision for the road ahead. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank all the speakers, including Amrita Srani, Vijay Gulani, and Ajay Khanna. Well, as we embrace this opportunity, our strength lies in passion and commitment of each one of us, our ABO. You are not just partners, but the heartbeat of our success. Amway is more than a business. It's a movement built on belief, community, and helping people live better lives. Let today's message inspire us to rise higher, dream bolder, and push forward together. This is our future to create. With each one of you, it is limitless. Let's make it happen together. We will continue to this Platinum Evolve meeting every quarter as a cadence as we move ahead. Until next time, this is your MC Arijit Som signing off for today. Thank you so much.